say, good afternoon, Internet.
Good afternoon, Internet. I get to go buy things because Delta said I could because they lost all my stuff. So
How does that happen? I got excited.
Are you trapped in there?
I felt trapped. It's a trap.
So this is the first time getting to drive Allie's new car because we got
our new car.
I guess our new car because we're married. Because we got it.
Mine is yours, baby.
Yeah, that's true. Because we got it just before I left for tour, so I didn't get a chance to drive it much. I gotta go buy, like what I said a second ago, Delta lost my bag, so they said to go buy a couple things and that they'll take care of it. And hopefully by the time the week ends, they'll find the stuff. So they said to do this in the meantime. So yeah. I gotta go get some replacement because it sucks. They lost my chargers, they lost my cables, they lost my SD cards.
But it's cool that they're like, hey.
Yeah, at least they stick behind it. But
you know, you would think that we'd have a lot of these extra things, but we searched. Like Charles and I were the other day, yesterday, we were looking in all of our drawers and stuff, trying to find like a lot of these things that he's, you know, talking about.
Like cables and chargers.
He took like literally like the 3 cables that we had that we needed, he took.
Because if I ever got one or lost one, it's very ironic the situation happened. But long story short, it's okay. They're gonna hopefully find my bag by the end of the week. It's somewhere in the world, don't know where. They could be anywhere from Perth, Australia to Tampa, Florida. That's
kind of like that thing Flat Stanley. I wish somebody would sign it and write something on your bag like, hey, guess where it was today? I
would have to say cherry and chocolate, literally.
Worst combo ever.
Your face is so out of focus and blurry. I don't know if you guys knew this nerdy thing, but they brought back the old Nokia phone. That was actually one of the first cell phones I ever had.
Is it touchscreen?
Mine was yellow though. No, it's not touchscreen. This is like from 1999.
I know, but it feels weird. Like, because I couldn't tell.
Yeah, it probably only has Snake on it. Oh, it actually has Twitter, so it's a little bit more advanced. We got the car, obviously, and we never had a chance to name this car. I think I did this last time for when I got the other car. Allie has an idea, and I feel like it's way too dumb to actually write, so you guys have to give a suggestion. What is yours?
Mary Jane.
Why?
Because she's smoking.
So if you guys can come up with something better, let me know in the comments.
No, there's nothing better. That is so good. And I know you guys all loved my joke yesterday.
Your dad bod joke?
What's worse than, or what's...
Worse than a mom joke?
Yeah, what's worse than a mom joke? A dad bod.
My wife is awesome.
I am awesome. It came to me like, made me feel really good.
Round of applause for Allie.
It was just like, wow, I don't know. That's a good one.
It was pretty good.
You know people are going to start using that.
Right in the balls. Lola, you're so sweet. Ow, stop hitting me in the balls. Drop it. You're like a crazy Marley. Come on, let me see the ball. Ready?
It's my size coffee mug.
All right. You still haven't got the plastic off it? So I had to buy these.
But look, it says Impreza.
It does, look at that, it's the wrong car. So I had to buy these, obviously. Delta's not buying those because those were not in my suitcase. Yeah, Delta, I had 6 gallons of distilled water. Anyway, the reason why I have to get these is because the last couple times that I've been driving my freaking golf cart, they die. And apparently the reason is because there's no water in the golf cart batteries. So hopefully they're not completely dead. So I have to put water in before I drive them again, because that's actually why, isn't that what killed the last golf cart?
What's going on with these people?
You just watching? People watching over here?
No, I'm frightened to be old. All of them, people calling them so long, and then they're all driving in the middle of the road while these guys try. I'm so sorry, that may have been rude, but I will not drive after a certain age.
So we got a little notification saying our neighbor finally got him in.
This is so bad. I have been working out so hard just to eat these, I think.
How many do we get?
I want to get in shape, but I think it's so I can eat these cookies.
Well, here's the good thing. We got all this and it helps her. So it's like she's like a cookie drug lord. So which ones did we get here? We got Samoas, trefoils, which are my favorite, Do-si-dos, right? Tagalongs, and then Thin Mints, which are the classics.
They're always sold out.
And she saved these for us, the new s'mores ones. You like those ones?
All right, double moon coffee.
All right. And vote up there in the little eye. Which Girl Scout cookie is your favorite? Like I said, mine is the I like the simple trefoils.
I think I'm gonna have to try everything.
And then go to the gym? Mm-hmm. Oh wait, that's way too soon. And we're moving on back. 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 Alright, we're good right there. Let's just keep it right there. Okay guys, this is kind of embarrassing. This is now my 8th take trying to do this. I can't, every time I try to talk about something like this, I end up like second guessing what I'm saying and I just scrap everything. So this is 8th take. This is gonna be it though. This is gonna be the one. Yesterday I tweeted something along the lines of VidCon and the community and things like that. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, that means you're not following me on Twitter. For shame. No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. But I saw a few of you guys asking why I said that, where that came from. And what I was referring to is this year, I'm gonna just throw it out there right now, I did not get an invite to this year's VidCon, which I'm gonna be completely honest, it does hurt because I've gone to every single one. I may have missed one because of tour, but almost every single VidCon. I was at the first one, I know that, first, second, and third, maybe missed a 4th or 5th. I can't remember which one, but I was there since the beginning. Along with, and this is why I tweeted what I did. Over the course of the last few days and maybe a week or so, I've noticed a lot of, let's just call them OG YouTubers, people who've done these videos on YouTube and this platform. I've done it like 13 years, like 10, 13 years was to say that, was just lump all these guys into that same thing. But they're not getting invites to the event as well. Here's what sucks. It's like, I get it, you know, I'll be the first to admit, I understand my views aren't what they used to be, and I understand the relevancy thing and the need to keep things fresh and new. Because the platform is massive compared to what it used to be. What I find, I don't want to say wrong, but disappointing, is that there's a lot of these OG YouTubers, or these old school YouTubers, that are still making amazing content, that are still crushing it, and they're not getting these invites. It's heartbreaking because these events started because of an idea based around the community, the creators, the viewers, everyone as a whole, the YouTube community. They were conceived with the idea of bringing the community together. I've noticed over the course of the years, last few years, that things were starting to get bigger and bigger, which I understand businesses need to grow and it's very important that they do. And I'm going to go on record too, and I am so happy for John and Hank for creating this amazing thing because I have so many amazing memories from VidCon. But what I mean is, like, I've seen as the thing got bigger that it became less and less about the community and more about the business side, if that makes any sense. And going back, I don't even know how many years it's been, like 8 or 9 years of VidCon. And going back to the first ones, you know, where it was just a few people showing up and going to, it was a hotel, okay? I remember the first one, it was a hotel, it was a lobby, it was so small. And the reason why I remember it so well is Mr. Belding from Saved by the Bell was there. Also, perfect example of how awesome the community is. I lost my camera, my vlogging camera back then. And all I did was I tweeted out saying, hey, you know, I lost my camera. If anyone finds it, you can keep the camera, just bring me the SD card. And an amazing person, I don't remember their name. I really wish I did because it would be really awesome to say their name right now. If you did it and you're watching these videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Brought me the camera, the SD card, the camera, everything was perfect condition. And that's another reason why it really sticks out in my mind. You know, it's crazy to think about. You know, YouTube as a community is such an amazing thing, especially back then. You know, everyone was just all about helping each other. That's a whole nother rant, that whole situation. I love VidCon. I love what it stood for because it really, honestly, it kind of, I want to say revolutionized and really kind of legitimized what we did here on this platform. Back in the day, I remember making videos like this and we were just like these misfits on the internet talking to a camera. Everyone thought we were nuts. Vlogging back then, walking through like any public situation with a camera, people would be like, what is that crazy person? Now, if you were walking around with a camera vlogging, we were in Australia. Remember I was doing that and somebody's like, hey, vlog. Everyone knows what it is, and it legitimized what we were doing and brought it to the mainstream. And I think that's what really was important about VidCon. And coming back around, I feel like that was lost in the course of the years. You see something that really kind of started for the community, and that the community kind of, I don't want to say owned it, but like it was theirs. Like the community, it was their thing. You know what I mean? Like John and Hank, amazing people, made this thing happen. But like the idea of coming together, like, you know, somebody from Canada, somebody from Australia, somebody from Norway, you know, things like that, all coming together in this little tiny lobby to hang out, make videos with each other, and talk about YouTube. And I love the fact that I grew to what it was. Coming back, I feel like it just lost touch with what I felt the idea was or stood for. If I was invited, would I love to go back to VidCon? Of course. I mean, I have so many amazing memories, like I said. And it just gave us an opportunity to see these people, like friends that I've made over the years, like a lot of you guys that I've hung out with at VidCon and these events. So of course I would love to continue these memories. But I understand, and I think a lot of these other YouTubers who are not getting these invites this year, I think we all can understand and respect the idea and what's going on. Everyone's gonna put a brave face. Everyone's sad. Everyone's disappointed. Everyone's kind of let down in a sense. And I feel like that's why I really get kind of drawn in over the last few years with, you know, like Playlist Live, Bufferfest, what are some of the others? Vlogger Fair, and there's a million other ones that have now sprung up based on this original VidCon, this baby, this OG of a YouTube event, I guess you could say. And that's why I like these other ones as just as much as I used to like VidCon. Not to say I don't like VidCon, that sounds terrible. When VidCon started to be less in touch with the creators and the community, I felt like these other ones, you know, kind of stood up and was like, you know what, this is why we do this is what these things mean, this is why we have to do these things. This is why the community, without the community, these events would not happen. And with the recent purchase of VidCon by Viacom, it'll be interesting to see where it goes in the next couple of years, because you know, when big businesses get into things like this, things get a little sticky. And I hope, you know, I'm so happy for John and Hank, you know, they're going to be totally, now they can relax and they can just spend time with their family. I just honestly hope that VidCon and the people who put on VidCon now are going to be putting it on really try to stick with what it stood for in the years prior. Because I would hate to see something like VidCon, you know, just get ballooned up to something and just, I don't want to say get ruined, but you know what I mean? Like, just kind of just get blah. With that all being said, I hope it made sense. Just wanted to explain why we weren't going to VidCon, what was going on in my head when I talked about it briefly, and you know, I just wanted to talk about this. I wasn't going to, but I was talking to Allie and I was kind of ranting about, you know, what was going on in my mind, and she's like, just turn the camera on and, you know, talk to you guys, because you guys understand, and some of you guys might even feel the same way. But I do really respect, it's an amazing event, and I honestly truly hope and wish the best for VidCon. I just really hope with the new purchase and new management and things like that, you know, the business side, that it stays true to you guys as a community, and you guys are able to prosper and have a whole successful career like many of us OG YouTubers that have done this for so long. I hope that a lot of you guys learn things there. I wish them the best of luck, like I said. But I'm gonna stop ranting. I just kind of wanted to say my piece, to say my thoughts. Allie and I won't be at VidCon. It sucks, you know, I'll be honest. But we will be at Playlist Live, so I hope we see a lot of you guys there and, you know, do meet and greets and just high five and, you know, just talk. I like hearing your guys' stories. Okay, so I'm gonna shut up now because I have no idea how long this is. I actually got it. Okay, how many takes was this? 8 or 9? I actually did it. It's a few cuts here and there. I truly mean it. You guys are amazing, and I can't wait to see you guys at Playlist and any other event, tour, all that fun stuff. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, your opinions on this change and where it possibly could be going, and your concerns. Like with, you know, more hands getting in the pot, are you worried about things like this a little bit more? Or do you think it's just gonna be whatever? It's just gonna be, it's what it is. But have a great night, guys, and I will see you tomorrow as always. Rika, say goodnight. Oh, where you at? Where you at? Rika, say goodnight. Idiot. See you guys later. Bye.